I mean, come on, like, I haven't done anything.
Here's the thing that you're missing. We're not saying you did anything. We're not saying that you're going to be contacted. We're not saying anything like that. This is to cover everybody. Okay.
I don't answer any more questions. That's all.
Okay, you don't have to answer any questions.
Okay.
Just know that you're not under arrest.
I know I'm not under arrest.
Okay, so I'm just having trouble understanding why you think that we think that you're doing something wrong.
This man is a legend when it comes to standing his ground. He was just catching a ride home with a friend when a small traffic scrape occurred, but instead of addressing the actual driver, the officers turned their attention to the passenger, demanding identification for no valid reason. The female officer kept insisting, trying to pressure him into compliance. Still, he stood firm and invoked his rights without hesitation. What follows next is a masterclass in staying calm, knowing the law, and reminding everyone, including the officer and the driver, what real civic awareness looks like.
Let's say you were on this road right here. Approximately where were you?
Right where that car comes.
And then do you have an ID or driver's license with you?
I didn't do anything
No,
wrong.
I understand that, but you're the passenger.
I'll give you my name.
Yeah, just in case of anything.
My name's
happens
John.
At a later date. Oh, give me 1 second.
Oh, okay, because you asked.
Yeah.
What's that?
He didn't hit her. I was leaning forward, and I said, "Whoa!" And he swerved to the side.
And then I'll come back.
Didn't hear any scrape, nothing. I heard nothing. So, just so you know.
I'll take your info.
My name's John.
John.
Yeah.
And what's your last name?
Do I have to give my full name for? I mean, I haven't done anything. This is between these two.
No, you're.
But
still
that doesn't.
involved
I'm not.
because
I
you're a
mean,
passenger.
I'm just getting an Uber ride from it. I mean, I have nothing. I'm not.
I understand what you're saying.
Well, I could give you my name and my statement. I mean, I don't think
Okay.
I have the idea if I'm suspected of committing a crime, correct?
But here's the thing. Hold on. We're not suspecting you of doing anything wrong. We understand that you're the passenger, but you're also involved because you were inside a vehicle that was involved in an accident.
Yeah, but I didn't see anything. I didn't hear him hit anything. Nothing. I'm not going to be making any statements. I'm not party to this at all.
I'm not saying you are. This is for future, like in case you come up with an injury later. This isn't.
Well, I'm not going to have an injury later. I don't. That's not. I have nothing. Again, I have no. I'm not involved in this in any way, shape, or form. I'll tell you anything that I've done, but I
Your name, that's it. We need to put in there.
yeah, John.
John what though?
You can put me as a good citizen. I'm not. I mean, come on, like, I haven't done anything.
Here's the thing that you're missing. We're not saying you did anything. We're not saying that you're going to be contacted. We're not saying anything like that. This is to cover everybody.
Well,
because he has to report it. He's Ubering, so he has to report this as well.
Well, here's the thing. I have the right to remain silent.
You're not under arrest.
It doesn't matter.
You're not.
It doesn't matter. I have the right to not.
Fifth Amendment problems here.
So
It's not even that. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk. I don't want to answer any more questions.
Okay.
I don't answer any more questions. That's all.
Okay, you don't have to answer any questions.
Okay.
Just know that you're not under arrest.
I know I'm not under arrest.
Okay, so I'm just having trouble understanding why you think that we think that you're doing something wrong.
I never said that I thought I was doing something wrong. Then never once did I say that.
Why are you getting defensive?
I'm not being defensive at all.
Okay, so what's your last name?
I choose to stay silent. I don't need to give my information. I'm not a criminal. I have done nothing wrong.
I didn't say you were.
Okay. I have a constitutional right not to say anything. I was getting a driver. I'm third party. I have nothing involved in this.
Okay.
I'm freezing. And I would rather just finish up with whatever he's doing. If I need to walk away and walk, I'll walk. That's fine.
Okay. So is it something that you think that we're going to accuse you of doing something? I mean, is that why you're recording, and is that why you're...
No, I'm recording because I record any interactions with police.
Okay. All right. I mean, fair. We're recording too.
I choose to say I'm not answering any questions.
No, it's been a long period of time.
What was your name and badge number?
David Mullen, badge number 1562.
And yours?
Lucino, 2299.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. This just got bizarre.
I'm not-
Get her information.
That's fine.
I was talking to her.
I'm sorry, officer. I can speak to you. I have no problem having a conversation with you.
That's fine.
But I have a constitutional right, I believe, okay, as a citizen here in the United States, that I don't have to give my information unless I'm accused of or suspected of committing a crime.
Correct.
That's what I believe. I have no problem telling you what happened, and you guys can make your informed decision because I know you're trying to do your job. I'm not trying to be hassled, but I just believe in rights, as the same rights that at September 12th when I called my recruiter and I joined October 28th when I joined the military to uphold and defend the Constitution.
Good for you.
And that's the same oath that you guys took, and I respect that. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I do.
I appreciate that. So I'm assuming you're going to choose to defend yourself in this situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being an attorney?
Yep.
And being an attorney, you can understand why I don't need to answer any of their freaking questions, right?
I may understand, but
I'll give you my information, and personally, we can speak if you need help.
here you go.
Here's the interaction between the Uber driver and his passenger. During their talk, the passenger ends up schooling the driver, who surprisingly turns out to be an attorney. Despite his legal background, he failed to assert his own rights, believing that cooperating would keep things simple. But that's a common mistake. The message here is clear. If you've done nothing wrong, you're under no obligation to hand over personal information just because someone asks.
I look at it like this. You're an attorney. Cops ask you questions, you don't answer it. I have nothing involved in this. I'm not driving this vehicle. If I was the passenger in here, I would say the exact same thing if I was with my friend. And I'd record the interaction. That's, I believe, what I should do. You know what I mean?
It sounds like you're hiding something.
I don't give a shit. Sounds like I'm hiding something. I have a constitutional right not to say anything. I have a Fourth Amendment right to travel secure in my person, places, and things. This isn't my person. You know what I mean? I don't have to give them my name unless I'm suspected of, accused of, or committing a crime. I haven't done anything. Being an attorney, I think wouldn't that be the first thing you should tell your clients?
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't. I don't see any reason not to cooperate.
It's not a sense of. I was very cooperative. I just said my name's John. Take my statement as John. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see you hit them. I don't think you did. I still don't.
Yeah.
But that's, if they need me later, I said I'll give you my personal information because I like you. I think you're a good guy.
Thank you.
But they don't need my personal information.
The officer had no legal authority to demand the passenger's ID. Under the law, he was simply a witness to an incident, not a suspect or criminal, and had no obligation to identify himself. He wasn't the driver and hadn't committed any offense, which makes the officer's request a clear violation of the Fourth Amendment rights. Despite this, the passenger cooperated, explaining that the driver was not at fault and he had done nothing wrong. But the female officer ignored his explanation, only interested in getting his full personal details so they could run a check. When he provided his first name, it wasn't enough. They kept pressing for complete information, trying to force compliance without any lawful reason. This is a common tactic. Officers demand ID from passengers even when there's no legal basis to do so. The male officer at least recognized that the passenger knew his rights and didn't have to give more, but the female officer persisted, revealing that her real goal was control, not facts. The driver thought complying was safer since he had nothing to hide, but that's how rights slowly get eroded. When you haven't committed crime, you don't have to hand over your constitutional protections to those who want to exert authority through intimidation. This passenger stood his ground, understood the law, and showed everyone why knowing your rights is essential to keeping power abuse in check.